Hi, welcome to another studio vlog. This is take two because I completely forgot what I was talking about. I only said a sentence as well. I've been struggling a bit with the fibro this weekend, and particularly today I've got a migraine, which is why it's quite late in the day actually. It's just gone 3:30. This morning I've been sort of sorting out my vlog and ready to upload, and it's currently uploading at the minute. I've done some really gorgeous mugs for January Arts and Crafts. I've got some stickers to do, some tins to do, and a few other little bits and bobs. I've got a delivery waiting for me at home, which I'm quite excited about, but it's at home, I'm not here. I kind of got to take it easy. This headache's driving me absolutely potty. I'm sure there was lots I had to tell you as well, which is really frustrating, to say the least. I have had to have a nap today, but I'm going to have another one, I think. So I've remembered what I had to do. I've got a printer that I bought a few weeks ago that still hasn't got any ink in yet, and I need to install the continuous ink system into it, so I thought I'd do that with you. It's usually quite a messy job, so my fingers are going to be black for the rest of the day probably, although I may try and remember to put on latex gloves, so that might help. But I've got a portrait and map art illustration to do, but I need my decent printer for that, so I'm going to install that. So that is my next job, I think. I also want to make some notebooks. It looks like I've still got about another half an hour until my vlog is saved, and then I've got to upload it, so that's going to take a good couple of hours probably. So I may not get it on today, although I hope I do. But that's it for now. I will show you some pictures I'm going along. I've just had a delivery of some other metals blanks that I can print off, and I just wanted to show you what I'd got. Some were a little bit of an experiment, so we shall see how it goes. I've got some really cute little tins, which I thought would be great for candles, and they should come with metal inserts as well. Oh, actually that one's damaged, so I'm going to have to send that one back. It's got some foam in so that you can... I think the idea is that you actually put bracelets in here, which I might do because I've got some bracelets that I need to print. So I got a few of those, and this has got a metal. This is the metal insert. Yeah, so that goes on first, then that goes over the top. So I just need to find a way of fixing it there. I thought it would be great for the candle makers out there to make some candles in those. They've gone and put these blooming polystyrene noodly things in. I hate them, they just go everywhere. Okay, what else? Oh, these are what I was particularly excited about. Look at these. So these are little tiny tins, and I was hoping they would have an insert to print on, actually. That was what I was thinking they would have, but I thought they'd be great for little night lights. Excuse the state of my fingers, I've been battling with the printer again this morning. So there's a couple of little heart ones, and some little boxes that have a popper thing in. This one came with a Pandora style bead. Those of you who have Pandora bracelets and that, and it's got a teeny tiny little heart insert. In fact, they've provided 2 inserts, which is quite nice. So that is to go in the little box. I've got, oh, these are the inserts to go with the tins. What else is in here? I think these are business cards with bits stuck out, or they might be... This one is a folded sheet, so what you do is you could put your price plan, your logo, something like that on for a craft fair, and then once it's printed, this can be folded up, so it can be sent to you flat, and then you just fold it back so that it'll stand on your stall. These ones, I can't remember if, oh yeah, these are the same, they're just smaller, so I can print a picture of somebody on there. I'll see if I can open it. It's a bit hard to open when you're using one hand. I should have used the tripod stand. So this is a mum one. It's got mum written there, and then you print the picture of your mum there, and then here it's been scored. So you just, after the printing process, you just fold it back and then it stands up. I have to say though, this is a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be. Sometimes sort of pictures look very deceptive. So what else have I got? I got some Apple bookmarks. I thought these would be great as teacher gifts. So I didn't order masses. I think I ordered 5. So that'll be an option. And oh, a couple more tins. And then I also ordered, these are A3 dry wipe boards. They've got a hole here so that you can have a clock face in the top. And I also ordered loads more bookmarks. So these are all set to go as well because I'd run out of those. And there should be, yep, there we go. There's some clock mechanisms to go with these, and also some dry white boards, dry white pens, and they've got a sticky magnetic section there, so they will magnetise onto those. What else have I got? I've got some little page markers to go in planners. So there's butterflies, hearts and circles. These are, oh, these are for the metal tins. So these just get stuck onto the tops here with a special tape, apparently, which I don't think I ordered with this lot. I think I ordered it with my next delivery that's coming today. Yeah, so that's everything in there. Some exciting new things to try. I'm looking forward to trying the whiteboards. I just need to decide what to put on them, so that'll be an interesting one. And these tins I think will be a great size for sort of candle makers. I think it'd be a fab size. You know, you can get those big candles with the sort of like pieces of wood in them as your wicks. I think that'd be lovely, but super to have them personalised. So you can have your own logo in it and the scent or whatever you want, but it will make a lovely Christmas gift, those. So I'm quite looking forward to doing those ones as well. And I had a feeling I ordered a bracelet to go with this, but it doesn't seem to be in here, so obviously I didn't. It's amazing how confusing it can be when you're in the middle of ordering loads of stuff. Anyway, that's all those, and so I better carry on. Hiya, so today is Tuesday. I've been sorting out my continuous ink system on my printer, which I've done a separate vlog about because otherwise it'll be really long, but it's a really good system and it's much cheaper and I tend to use it quite a lot. But I had a new printer that I need to set up, and it was a new system that I had not done before because all my other printers are Epsom's and this one is Canon. But as you can see, I have had a fight with my printer this morning, and as much as I wash my hands, because I like to wash my hands quite a lot, unfortunately, it won't come off. So, you know, by the end of the week I might have clean fingers again. I've got a keyring to make for somebody who loves wearing dresses. So it's going to say, I am dress obsessed. So I've got that to do in a minute. I've been busy printing off sublimation images for a large order that I need to get done, but it takes, because of the software that I use, my I have to install a particular profile for my sublimation printing, and it'll only print one item at a time. So I have to sort of sit here and go ding, 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 which can take a while. I also got these really gorgeous little tins in, which I thought might be great for those candle makers among you. So there's this one as well, and it has, it's not stuck in at the minute, which is why it's coming out, but tin lid. But this tin is also designed to be used with the aluminium bracelets. So I thought, because look, you can take out that section there to rest the bracelet in. So I thought actually what I ought to do, I've got the bracelets, I just haven't got around to making them yet. So I thought that would be one of my missions. I've got a delivery coming today of more metal blanks, particularly earrings, which in different styles, which I'm quite excited about. I also have some Christmas baubles coming for a lovely customer. So I'll be trying those out later if the delivery arrives. Otherwise it'll be tomorrow. And what else have I got to do? I've got to make some more notebooks. So like my little diary here, these are fabric covered notebooks. This is an A6 one, but I've got some A5 ones to make today. So that is another plan, and I want to make a few to just sell on my shop as well. So I'm going to start with lined notebooks. And I might do a few sketchbooks as well, because I've got some really nice sketchbook paper, so I want to make those into books as well. And then I might go on to doing some diaries, but we'll see how that goes. Apart from that, it's just sort of plodding on really, trying to get through my orders. I've got some designing to do still. I'm still working on my caravan journal. I've had my 1,000th customer. La, 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 la. So she's got a little gift coming in the post to her as well. What else? There's probably something else, but I can't think of anything. So I'm going to get back to putting, I've got Junior Bake Off on in the background, and carry on with my designing and printing, and then I will take you with me to print this little key ring. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I'm having a bit of a difficult day today. Very fibro, flary, and also, sorry. I'm also in a bit where I can't have any constrictions on my tummy at all, because it just, the pain is horrible. So I'm not 100% with it today, but I did want to show you a couple of things, if I can find the right words. So I'm going to be printing some baubles today. These are metal. These ones are double-sided. But I'm also going to be printing some stars. If I can get it out, hang on. Like that. These ones are single-sided. So I'm going to have to be a little bit inventive with how I loop this bit, because if you just do a thread through and hang it up, what's going to happen is the tree branch is going to have to go that way so that it hangs flat. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to loop it through the hole so that it goes on the branch like that. It's amazing why these things frustrate me, and I end up thinking about that in the middle of the night. I have had an experiment. These were just test runs for the lovely Swoopsy. This one, there just seemed to be too much white around it. It just didn't seem to fit in the design very well, so I had to go doing it at a jaunty angle, which meant that the design was bigger, which was great. But I'm not too happy with I think I had the pressure wrong. I got these from a different supplier. I did an unboxing, which you saw earlier in the video, and they're a wonderful supplier. I really like the depth and the range of products that they provide, but they don't come with the same pressing information that most of my blanks come with. So a mug, for example, that comes with a specific pressing information. You press it at a certain temperature for a certain time with a certain pressure. These don't do that. They say it's the same amount for 3 different thicknesses no matter the size of the sheet, whereas I know with other things I have some sheets that it's sort of sheet metal, say like a business card aluminium thing, and a bookmark are slightly different timings. So I think I need to play around with these a little bit. I'll probably print on this one again and use it as a sample to just test. But other than that, there's some different dogs to go on, including little sausage dogs. Should be sweet. So right now I'm going to do some admin, I think, or probably not actually, because I'm not going to get my head around it. I'm just going to chat to my lovely customers, I think, because I've got to do some messages. I've got some notebooks to make, which I will put you on the tripod so you can watch me do that. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to sleep soon, because I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to function. Anyway, there will be more. Bye. Okie dokie. Are we ready? So, put this down first. Let's try the big one. So this one that I've put in is a double-sided Chrome Luxe bauble, which I happen to have in. They probably won't be double-sided, the ones that are actually going to the customer. But I'm just doing a test run at the minute. So it's on 200 degrees centigrade and it was on 70 seconds. So I'll forward through the rest and then you can see it coming out. There you go. What do you reckon? That is printed so nicely. Hang on, I'll see if I can pick it up without damaging it. Look at that. Oh, hang on. You're not in the screen. There we go. Isn't that just beautiful? Right, so I'll let that one cool. I need to drop the temperature for the star because the star is slightly smaller. And it needs a slightly different temperature. And it needs less time. I'm going to keep it at the same pressure because it actually needs light to medium pressure and it is thinner than the other one, so I'm hoping that this pressure will be enough. It says I can go already actually, so let's see. Paper in. Star in. Right. Fingers crossed. I'm very conscious about not smudging these. Actually, these are printed better than the ones I did yesterday. There we go. We decided to go with it at a jaunty angle. I think it's rather sweet. We did contemplate doing the whole dog, but especially with the star, it is a really odd shape. So that would be really difficult. So let's see how those two fare. just a little update. I've been working on an apron today. Sorry, moving the rubbish out of the way. And I experimented on printing on the pocket, but for starters, I had the wrong setting, so it's a bit light and unpleasant. But also, because of the stitching, you can see there's a ridge there. Now what I do is I pad underneath, but it makes no difference to this bit here. Ideally, what you want to do is pad completely inside here, but it's a very, very fiddly thing to do. And also, because they haven't sewn it straight, you get a bit of an obscure line there, which is a shame. So I printed it again up at the top, which looks great. There was some grime on the thing, but as this is a test run anyway, that's fine. So yeah, so I think it's going to end up being printed at the top, purely because it's just a much better effect. It's sort of been quite hard to decide how to print this apron, to be honest. I am planning on getting some mid ones with 2 pockets, a bit like money things that you can have at craft fairs. I won't be able to sublimate those though. They will have to be transferred, sort of printing transferred, or vinyl even. I can't decide, but that's another thing that I'm planning on venturing into eventually. So that's the apron. I've got to put these 4 tins together. I am printing some new tags for a customer because for some reason they went a bit funny. So these are going in the Cricut. So I'll be doing that next. I've got to box up these gorgeous mugs. Look at these. Focus, will you? There you go, look at that. So I've got to box up these mugs. They will be going on the website as well at some point. There is a little experiment here that I did to go in the tin base, so I need to put that in. I'm going to have to do a circle around round inserts because, as you can see, it's slightly off, which is a bit annoying. I've got some tin lids, coaster box lids, and here the printer worked beautifully eventually. I mean, I had to clean it God knows how many times. So this print is off to its new home today, and this portrait as well, and it's printed so nicely. I'm just really, really thrilled. This one, I don't know if you can, it has a real watercolour feel about it. Behind glass, I mean, you wouldn't see the fact that it hasn't got texture. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that one. That's about it for the minute, so I better start constructing everything. it's Saturday and I've done the worst thing ever. I can't find the elf, and of course, you know, tomorrow is the 1st of December. So I'm just about to ransack my office to try and find it. I honestly thought it was here. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now because I probably won't get a chance to come in tomorrow. So thank you ever so much for watching. I will let you know if I find it. I'll probably insert some text here saying still not found. Anyway, I'll hopefully get this up on Monday for you. I hope you have a good week. Don't forget to subscribe below. Give me some thumbs up. Do let me know if you've got an elf and what yours is doing. Have you found yours? Because I mean, honestly, my girls have been chatting in this fairy doors, the Christmas fairy door, for weeks, saying, "Elfette, we love you." I better find this wretched elf, hadn't I? Right, I'm gonna go. Have a fab week, and I will see you next week. Bye.